The first sit that I'm going to talk about is Jacoby Myers. Now, this is not because I don't believe that Myers has that talent to torch this Baltimore Ravens secondary. It's because the quarterback who would have to give Myers the ball and Mac Jones hasn't shown the ability to consistently put up solid fantasy numbers. There is obviously an opportunity for Myers to snag a big play, but I just don't feel I'm comfortable starting Myers and having my week counting on Mac Jones. To find him down the field, just sit Myers in week 3. The next sit will be DJ Moore. Moore's quarterback is Baker Mayfield. Now I really could stop there with the analysis, but let's go ahead and dig a little bit deeper. Moore should be lining up against Marshawn Lattimore with the New Orleans Saints, and that's never a good thing. Not only does Moore struggle having a quarterback getting the ball, but he's going to be covered by one of the best corners in the league. I say no thank you to Moore in week 3. My last sit would be Greg Dortch. Now, Dortch has started the season on a great pace, and I think he's a very good wide receiver. The problem is that this week he's running into Jalen Ramsey and the Rams. With Dortch being the main man for the Cardinals, even though Marquise Brown is supposed to be the number 1, I think Ramsey should be shadowing Dortch quite a bit in week 3, and that's enough to allow me to bench Dortch in week 3. Now, the first start at wide receiver in week 2 that I'm going to talk about is Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson comes in kind of becoming a target monster for a bad team. That should equal plenty of fantasy production. This was the case last week. Joe Flacco is hyper-targeting Wilson. Start him while you can, because when Zach Wilson comes back as the starter, we have no idea what Garrett Wilson's production is going to be. Enjoy the fantasy numbers while you can. Start Wilson against the Bengals in week 3. The next start will be Curtis Samuel. Samuel has been a huge part of the Commanders' offense this season and will continue to be against the Eagles in week 3. I see the Commanders having to play catch up most of the game and using Samuel all over the field as a gadget type of player. Look for Samuel to lead the team in targets once again and becoming a consistent fantasy player for your team this season. The last start I'm going to talk about is Drake London. Drake London should be able to put up some serious numbers against the Seahawks defense. Marcus Mariota had liked giving a rookie London multiple targets as he's the clear number 1 wide receiver on this team. London is a big body receiver with very good hands. This is a statement game for London, and I'm calling it now. Start London in week 3 and get out some popcorn. Now on to the Bengal Tiger Start of the week. The Bengal Tiger Start of the week is going to be Jamar Chase. I strongly believe that this is going to be the get-right game for the Bengals, and a lot of that will come with the production from the wide receiver unit, especially Jamar Chase. Joe Burrow will look into his favorite wide receiver early and often as they try to make a statement that they aren't as bad as their 0-2 record says. I see a 150 and 2 touchdown type of game in Chase in week 3.